Guys, today we're going to take a look at the Neca 1/4 scale action figure from the Dark Knight trilogy, Batman Begins. Well, alright guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a cool summer despite of the heat outside. And today, like I said, we will be looking at the 1/4 scale action figure from Batman Begins from the Dark Knight trilogy. This one is from Neca Toys. But before we do all that, I hope you guys like and subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell and leave me a comment below. Also, for those who are interested in obtaining this action figure, I did leave a link in the description below. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this figure. So here he is, Dark Knight in the box. Now the box itself, although not as impressive as other brands, it's alright I guess. I would have hoped Neca could have done a little bit more by way of quality, but then again, for the price I paid for it, it's not a big issue. It's all about the figure inside rather than the box. Now don't get me wrong, the box has photos and artwork and information on what you get from the figure and what comes with the figure, and that makes up for whatever the box lacks. From the upper part side of the box, we see how much articulation we can get from this action figure. With 30 points, I think we'll be able to make the Batman or put the Batman in some dynamic poses. The middle of the box shows you what you get: the photo batarang, the grappling gun, the mini batarangs, and also the two mini mines. And at the very bottom, claims authentic details and proportions of the bat suit. Now, checking out the back of the box, you see the heading Batman Begins. We also find the Dark Knight in a dynamic pose with a tumbler in the background. And of course, a quote from the Batman himself. The bottom portion of the box mentions a little bit about the movie and how the director Christopher Nolan worked to show how Bruce Wayne evolved into the Batman. Turning the box, on the other side we see at the top the Batman yet in another dynamic pose or stance. We also see that the fabric cape can be spread wide to 39 inches. And we also get a better picture of the accessories and extras that come with the figure. A hypersonic sounder that attaches at the bottom of the bat boot, that's also included. The bottom also claims that this figure's portrait and proportions are that of Christian Bale in his role as the Dark Knight. And as we return full circle, we again see the figure of the Dark Knight. Okay, so out of the box, right away I can tell that Neca went out of their way to get as close as possible in getting an accurate portrait of Christian Bale. I think they've succeeded in doing that. The bat suit itself is very impressive. I'm not sure if the suit in the movie was described as having a Kevlar-like material in its build, but looking at this, it seems to show that. Also, the suit is very defined and the lines are clean. The utility belt, which is a separate piece, is highly detailed, and I give Neca kudos for getting that accomplished. The one thing that does make this figure stand out from its counterparts at Hot Toys and Interbay is the joints. Unfortunately, you can at close inspection see the pins that connect the joints at the elbows and at the knees. For those that are, I guess you can say, purist or more into the highly detailed, that might be an eyesore, but it doesn't really bother me. The gauntlets and boots are also painted in a much shinier tone of black from the rest of the suit, which is more subdued or matte tone and finish. Also, the cape itself has a velvety look to it, or a velvet type finish to it. I think Neca succeeded in getting this cape as close as possible to how it had looked in the movie, and for that I give him kudos, because it does really look good on the figure. It complements the figure. The side view itself is just as impressive. They really gave him that imposing look. The tips on the bat gauntlets are rubber, so for those that are concerned that they are sharp or that they might cut, rest assured they will not. And so, coming around again, one last look at the Dark Knight before we take a look at the bat gadgets that this figure came with. So let's take a look at the accessories that come with this action figure. The 5 hands come in 5 action modes, from 2 closed fists that are already attached to the action figure to these 3. This one looks like a hand to hold the batarang. And this one seems to be sculpted for the mini mines. And this third one for the grappling gun. The details on these hands are quite impressive. Here, it looks like we have the 2 mini mines in 2 different modes. Next, the hypersounder or hypersonic sounder that's concealed underneath his boots. There's also a small batarang and a larger folding one as well. Very nice. You also have a holder for the grappling gun that attaches to the utility belt. And of course, the grappling gun. Neca did a really good job with the detailing of this piece. Very impressive. And well, we all know whose calling card this is. Incidentally, this 1/4 scale figure stands roughly 20 inches tall. From this picture, you can see how small the 1/6 scale Batman is, and he doesn't look like a happy camper being that small. As far as articulation is concerned, we'll let the pictures speak for themselves. Well, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed showing that to you. Like I said, for those who are interested in getting this action figure, I did leave a link in the description below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And with that, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and we'll see you soon on this Frugal Man's Bat Cave.